5:03, we're starting up. Let's still look at this.
Oh, okay. Yes.
YouTube.
Yes.
All right, so first of all, we have to have a motion to excuse Tyler Berdner. Who wants to make the motion? And seconded by Joanne, all in favor. Okay, we good. Okay, the agenda. So does anybody have anything else they want to add to the agenda?
Yeah. Oh,
You go first.
Oh, just that like a lot of people are still missing their recycling bins. Like I haven't gotten received. Nobody in Hudson.
Yeah.
I don't think any.
They're coming. They're coming. Yeah, it's just a matter of time.
I said they'd accept in Hudson,
Yeah.
accept the old ones.
Yeah. Because over the break, I phoned BNM out of Dryden. Person on the phone, you can tell she was just really overwhelmed. And luckily, she gave me the number for GFL out of Toronto. I called them. They just said, if you haven't received it, you put out your old bins. They have to pick it up. So I said, so I haven't got home yet.
Didn't pick it up on Drayton Road.
Oh,
Pick it up in town either. Mine was still
Sitting
sitting
in the old bin, they didn't pick it up.
Yeah.
You don't have a bin yet, the big one?
It arrived, yes, finally.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, we can talk about that when we get to yeah, anything? Okay, yeah, Jessica, you had something.
Is there, excuse me, I don't know on the agenda, am I on there to give an update about my communication with Sioux North?
You will be because that was one of the things. It's
I'm ready. I just want to make sure it's.
yeah, that's an action item that we're going to address. Okay. Who wants to adopt the agenda as amended? Okay, the same two. We'll go to give Joanne and then Anne. All in favor? Woohoo. Okay. And now, as far as the minutes go, everybody have a chance to read them and any comments, additions or changes? Who wants to adopt the minutes then?
You guys, your turn.
Adopt.
Okay, Reese is going to adopt the minutes, seconded by Harry. All in favor? All right, we're moving right along. Actually, it's okay. This one will defer again because unless Jody, do you have anything to say about that? The climate action.
I kind of do. I was gonna wait till we get to the. I can talk about it now, just the strategic plan. I don't know if you guys seen that. They brought it to the December council meeting. So strategy 1.2 is integrate climate resilience. I think you can probably get this on the website. So we have, so this is just stuff kind of for improving, I guess, our climate resilience. And I think it'll bode well with convincing council that we should declare a climate emergency because it helps us with different opportunities to different funding streams. Whereas if we don't declare a climate emergency, we don't get those opportunities. So we have screen capital projects for climate resilience impacts, which kind of we've been doing that already.
Yeah,
Conduct a climate risk and vulnerability assessment for municipal infrastructure. Identify assets most at risk from flooding, extreme weather and temperature shifts to inform capital planning and maintenance priorities. Investigate green infrastructure options for new site designs and capital projects. Prioritize natural stormwater management, for example, bioswales, permeable pavement, tree planting, and native landscaping and new builds and retrofits. Update municipal design standards and procurement guidelines. Ensure climate resilience measures. For example, low carbon materials, enhanced insulation, elevated grading are embedded in construction standards and tenders. Promote energy efficiency retrofits for municipal facilities. Undertake energy audits and pursue phased retrofits. HVAC upgrades, LED lighting, smart controls that reduce emissions and long-term operating cost.
Oh, that's great.
Good.
That's good. Joyce, this was at one point your baby. Do you have any comments on that?
I couldn't hear very well what Jody was saying. But,
Well, it's 1.2 from the strategic plan, so I knew as a counselor would have gone through that already, so. I don't know if you heard me there.
Mm, no, I don't. That was in
Wait.
December meeting?
Sorry.
December meeting?
Yeah, the December meeting, the council approved the strategic plan.
Oh, strategic plan you're talking about. I thought you were talking about the climate emergency thing. Okay, no, I didn't hear you say strategic plan, sorry.
I guess what I was saying is some of these, items that council has supported through the strategic plan might help, convince them to consider declaring a climate emergency, which will again help with funding opportunities to
Yeah.
climate plans.
Okay,
No, I don't have anything to add. Thanks, Jody.
okay. All right, then, great, that sounds good. At least it's covered a lot of things I think that we're looking at.
But that action plan wouldn't go yet, right? We'd keep this action plan on our books. This committee to research, climate action plan.
I'd say that we probably, if we're going to be developing a climate action plan, at the committee is going to do that, then we would probably incorporate a lot of the stuff that's already been stated here in the strategic plan. That's my thought anyway.
So we get rid of this one. We're done with this then?
Well, I mean, as Jody pointed out, they've included addressing the issue of any capital projects to assess the environmental sustainability of them. And then all the other ones seem to be fitting into what I would consider to be a climate action plan. If there are things, how about this, Anna? I would suggest that since this is online and we can see it, that we all review it and come to the next meeting with a decision whether or not
This is
this
complete.
is incomplete. Yeah, exactly. Does it cover it? Is that okay with other people? Okay.
Yeah,
So,
just to say one thing is that these things do get into strategic plans, but it really is up to the council people that are on the committee to make sure that it gets put forward when an issue comes up, because sometimes it just gets lost. So I wouldn't take it off our agenda. I would say that we have to just make sure that if the municipality does follow it.
isn't that the role of you and Reese to be
Yeah.
aware of that?
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if it's redundant for us to have it, but we'll come to the next meeting and hopefully you'll be here in person, Joyce, and we can discuss that further. Does that sound okay?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, the $40 deposit we defer. Now we have Harry's wonderful hazardous waste poster.
Again, draft one.
Draft one.
I had that. So,
Get one?
yeah.
Thank you.
So what I was trying to do is I was trying to put together pretty much all the highlights and facts, numbers, and what we can do or what's expected. Again, I think it's too much information for an A4 sheet of paper.
I find it hard to read this.
Yeah, the black is hard to read.
It's too small.
Either we gotta take it out or maybe increase the size. Again, there's a lot to polish it, but if you want to add or take out any content or replace it with something else,
My thought was, because I guess I went through it quickly. I didn't realize that you had listed the hazardous. Do they take car batteries here? Does anybody know that? I thought they didn't take car batteries.
Take
No, at the hazardous waste. Does anybody know that?
I'm not sure.
I thought they didn't.
I thought they did, yeah.
They did
Take it in Dryden, it's the Rotary Club or something that takes it because then, or the Lions, because then they make money on it.
Yeah, because they.
Yeah, but they help out with the hazardous waste, right?
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, we could. confirm that, but my thought was that needs to be larger and more the focus of it, as opposed to the toxic, flammable, corrosive, and reactive part. I don't know what your thoughts about that are, Hari.
That makes sense. My other thought was to make sure the medications and sharps, do they take it here or is going to a different place?
No, they don't take them here.
Yeah, so I put that in there. I
Yeah,
gotta
fine.
take it off.
Yeah,
So some stuff like that, we gotta make sure and take out if it's not.
yeah.
Medications and sharps.
I mean,
Taken out too.
how can you help? I think that's a great section there. Store your hazardous waste, never pour things down. I think that's important for people to see. And as I said, somewhere maybe making the types of hazardous waste more visible
Yeah.
is my suggestion. What are other people's thoughts?
Go statistics.
Yeah, okay, take out this is statistics.
Yeah, and maybe make, common household waste like the entire section.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Pardon?
make the common waste like the entire section.
Take the statistics out and expand the whole.
Expand the common households, yeah, because I think that's where people's attention has to be drawn to, is these are the kinds of wastes that are hazardous and we want you to not to put them in the landfill.
And not black.
Yeah, I think, personally, I think that the statistics, the 63 million or 83, I can't read it, 74 million, 17%. But the other one, household hazardous waste, makes up 65% of landfill related environmental risk. I think that's kind of interesting.
We can just put that in there, like just
The batteries, about the batteries is good. I don't know if people care about statistics.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. So we're
And
looking at keeping the household hazardous waste makes up 65% and the batteries.
and then never pour chemicals down sinks, maybe.
Yeah, that's a really good one.
Enlarge it,
Yeah.
cause that's, yeah.
okay.
Yeah, well, I mean, people probably still change their oil and just pour it on the driveway or whatever. Okay. So do we want to keep why it shouldn't be dumped in the landfill? I mean, good. I think that's a good educational
So
part.
do I. I think
Mhm.
it's good, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
People probably don't know why. Well, why should we save our hazardous waste?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay, so you getting some ideas of what we're tweaking here, Harvey?
I'm taking notes.
Yeah.
Almost got that in the.
The client's wife.
What's that?
Just two there.
Oh, you're just.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
I think if I received this in the mail, I think I would dispose of it because I wouldn't see this. If this were at the top, then I would read it because I would think it's like an ad or,
Makes sense.
yeah. So I think if you put the promoted by the Environment Committee to the top, I think you might catch more people's attention.
Yeah.
Good point.
Catch.
Was that promoted by the?
At the very bottom, so put it at the very top.
Yeah, okay.
Brought to you by your hardworking environment.
Yeah.
Sponsored by.
Yeah, and I think the bottom, drop off your hazardous waste at the Public Works, that has to, really get our attention. Which it does, I guess, in yellow and, okay. Well, you said this is a draft.
Yeah, yeah.
That's great. I really appreciate the work you put into this.
We can clean it
Good
up and
picture. Like that's,
Yeah.
the visual is very good.
Yeah, visuals are really good. Always good, yeah.
Google Maze, dig deep.
Is that a mouse
I
trap?
was gonna say that same thing once when I saw it.
I was actually surprised by seeing that and then looked it up and it looks like if a mousetrap is used, you're supposed to consider that as elsewhere.
It was huge.
Really?
Once you've used it once and a mouse has actually contaminated it.
Or if not,
If not,
Wherever you put in there, if it's used, it is classified as a hazardous waste. I did not know some of the explanation they say is if you use any kind of
I think, but like, I have like one of
chemicals
those
or
like
toxins
reusable
there,
ones.
you go to that.
Unclip it.
Usually use peanut butter or something.
yeah, excellent peanut butter.
I use
That's an interesting thing I
Yeah.
read there.
Well, if leave it in there and it'll draw people's attention.
Yes.
They'll say, you'll say,
You don't end up with 200 mouse traps at the.
Really?
Nice on it there, petrified.
Oh, that's funny.
Okay, any other comments on this?
that's excellent.
That's great. That's really great. That's gonna get people's attention for sure.
I'll come down to the flyer and post office part when we get down to.
Oh, okay, that's right. Okay. All right. So let's see where are we at now. We're done with that. Annual work plan and budget requests. We decided we were gonna go with the SNPs and that was it. We weren't gonna try and make up some kind of a extent just to complete the 2,500, right? Okay, so we move on. Curbside swap. Joyce, any comments on curbside swap? You still getting
No, no. it's too-
nothing?
Nothing happening.
I see a few things out on the curb once in a while.
People are still joining the Facebook page.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome. Okay,
We
well,
must have about 3,000 people.
well,
And people are just giving away from their homes as well. Without even putting it out, I've noticed.
okay,
Hmm.
composting option. I don't think there's anything new there. Communication and education. I guess we could consider this poster as communication. We can just add it there. That there's the poster has been established to draft of that. Okay. Any other thoughts on communication and education that we either want to do or have done?
Unless this is where you want to talk about, because we didn't see it as an action plan for Desta.
Oh, there wasn't? I thought,
Well, we just went through all the action plans.
well, it wasn't. Oh, I thought.
But anyway, Desta could talk
Anyway,
about it.
yeah, we'll do it now. Yeah, okay.
Sure. So I was successful to reach the principal of Sioux North High School, and their environmental course actually just ending this month. But when I talked with her, I shared with her some of the objectives as suggested, of the committee. And she said, we have various courses that are running in second semester that may be able to, work together. So she suggested a couple dates for myself and another member of the committee. If someone can join me, we can go have a lunch meeting at Sioux North High School with the principal and applicable teachers, because there are different courses running second semester that those courses may want to team up with our committee on various initiatives. And so the options are February 18, 20, 25, or 26. One of those days from 11:30 to 12:30 will be a brown bag lunch. And she was really interested in meeting, and I was really happy to hear that they as a school community are doing various initiatives. One of the initiatives she mentioned that they do in their school is they have like a free table. If you can imagine a curbside swap, but being a table in the school. So then people come and they're free items. So put what you don't need and then take what you do need. So when I was talking to the principal, I said, one of the objectives is to try to bring awareness to our community of various initiatives that are happening. And perhaps Sioux North High School as a school community could challenge other organizations to implement this type of initiative in their workplaces. So we promote beyond like these very winter months of curbside. It's not as easy as the spring, summer, fall to put your items out, but I certainly can bring my items to my workplace and put them there if somebody wants those items, right? So, and then she started talking about other ideas, and she mentioned a couple staff immediately, like staff that are teaching leadership course, or teachers that are maybe running other courses that would lend, like the curriculum would lend itself to these initiatives. And I told her, for me, the reason I would love to see a partnership with Sioux North is these are our future committee members.
Yeah.
You know, so the sooner we can get them engaged in the work that this committee is doing, then that's just all the better for the future. So I don't know if anyone's interested in coming with me February 18, 20, or 25, 26. And the principal will have her one or two staff there, and it'll be a brainstorming session of how our committee can partner with classes that are happening in the school. And then I did mention your suggestion to George about going to a class to do a presentation, and she was receptive to that as well.
Okay,
Excellent.
I'd be interested in going.
Okay,
Something else wants to do it.
You want to go as
What-
chair?
I mean, I'm not going as chair, I'm just going as a
Oh.
person, but, yeah.
yeah, so any day, any one of those days works fine for me.
Okay.
I'm a teacher at heart, so I'm always going to say sooner rather than later. Like I'm just hardwired that way. Let's get going. Yeah, but
Let me look at February 18th
Okay.
and see if that's okay, and then
Okay.
go from there. You said it was gonna be like a brown bag lunch?
yes,
Okay.
at Sioux North High School there.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
It's Wednesday, yeah.
Yeah, we could, I mean, have more than one of us.
Yes, certainly.
If anybody else.
That'd be great, because there may be people like that want to speak about specific initiatives that you're very invested in the committee's work, right? You know, and yeah, it's not restrictive. They have quite a big boardroom there off the main office that I think they can accommodate a group easily.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just curious if, oh, Joyce,
I was gonna say, let us know what date. I'm available the 18th. I'll have to check my calendar for the other dates. I've got a Kenora regional meeting sometime, but I'd be interested to go.
Wonderful.
I was just, I mean, sooner is better because once they start into their curriculum, then they've set their goals and
Yeah, that's true.
they don't want to be interfered with. But I'm also wondering whether or not a member of the leadership class wouldn't be interested in attending our meetings.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and what I foresee happening is the brainstorming session, and then immediately following that involving the students. Yeah, so because the courses will just have started, you know, at the end of January, beginning of February. So I think that was maybe why it was suggested, like the principal and the staff, and then the committee members, let's have a brainstorming discussion. And then the
Hmm.
teachers can go back to their classes and say, these are the opportunities, and you know.
Authentic opportunity.
Yes, exactly.
So,
Yeah,
Anne, what do you think?
that
Go ahead,
was-
Joyce.
I was gonna say, is this, Anne, is this something we might put on our Facebook page to honor the high school for their
You beat me to it.
exchanging?
Well, let's
Good
wait
idea.
until it happens.
No,
Huh?
the table,
Oh, the high school.
think they-
people.
they should receive recognition for that. I think that's what
Yeah.
you're saying, right? Yeah,
And even for their environmental courses, that be recognized that they're doing this, you know?
Yeah.
I think they kind of have.
I was gonna say that's part of the curriculum, Anne. They got-
But the environmental science, it's not a mandatory course.
Okay.
Mhm.
So Joyce is correct that it is an elective course that the board,
You don't have to offer it.
yes. So I'm always happy to see that, you know, that course is offered, because not
Mhm.
every person that is interested in the sciences wants to become a chemist, right? They want to know how to make real day-to-day change in their life, so.
Okay, well, I think that's a
Well, I
good.
can do the table for sure. You know, I mean, that's a
Yeah,
thing.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
maybe you could
Thanks, Doug.
honor, at some point, honor the kids that are in the course, you know?
The course is over though.
Yeah, at a later time, you know, at some point, yeah. Just to recognize that they're interested in this, to put
Yeah.
their name out
Yeah.
for it.
That's true.
Because the course is still running till the end of the month and then it wraps up. So that was a reason why we also had to meet in February, because I don't want to disrupt their culminatings and then exams and then start up courses. So
Yes.
the course is still
Yeah.
running right now. Yeah.
Good work, that's great.
Yeah.
I was, I was really excited to talk to her and Holly.
Holly's.
Yeah.
Must be.
I'm glad you attempted the last name.
And Janine's Vice.
And Andy Shart, I believe.
Yeah, what's the way? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, so if like I'm good for February 18 as well, and George, if you can check or February 18.
Confirm that with you.
Okay, perfect.
Can you send an email out, like, just in case others will want to,
Yes.
fading right at this point, so.
All right, very good. Community garden and it's all there. Municipal projects, anything new there?
We have our first budget meeting at the end of this month, so. We'll know.
To approve various capital, okay. All right.
One question about the garden. You got the camera installed, right? Your son installed it? Not yet?
No, that's not, it was, he didn't buy it for me, he forgot.
Oh.
I was gonna be at my house, but facing the garden,
Oh,
but
okay.
I'm gonna see how much it is and I might put one in there. I'm gonna see about that.
Yeah, just in case, right?
Your budget could be,
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
I'll see how much it costs. How much.
They're really reasonable now, those
Yeah.
cameras, like.
Yeah.
Someone that dug forward to do
I
that.
got
That's
a
private.
bit of camera, a security camera. I was so ticked. I said, "Where's my security camera you promised?" Oh, yeah, he says.
All right, so we'll expect some municipal projects come.
Is that a public meeting or is that a closed meeting?
I believe it's public.
Mhm.
Hopefully no one. Just kidding, sorry.
I think it's public because it was in the
Yeah,
social media, and usually when it's closed, it just says closed council meeting, but it said budget meeting #1, so.
yeah.
But if it's a
sure
draft, do they let?
That's open, yeah.
Yeah, that'll be the first draft, yes.
Mhm.
Oh,
And do we know the date for that?
I think it's the 27th.
27.
Yeah, Tuesday, the last Tuesday of the month.
Okay, environmental recognition, we're gonna recognize the high school for their desk side swap. And climate action plan, we're going to review the strategic plan and determine if that covers everything that we would put into a climate action plan. Is that correct, Dylan? Okay. Right. Locally sourced food, well, I don't think there's anything new to add to that. I think Tyler was here, he could talk about how his storefront is doing.
I was actually there today for inspection and I guess he wasn't there, but he was telling Eric that the stuff he's growing in there grows really well in that space.
Oh, really?
That's his ever seen, so.
Well, the south exposure.
Yeah, and he's got lettuce.
Yeah.
Lettuce, I bought 2 bags off him yesterday.
Yeah. That milk that he sells, that's Slate Dairy, what was it called? Slate.
Lake River.
That's really good milk. I was really impressed. Yeah. I think I'm gonna shop there.
Okay, waste reduction diversion. Um. Okay, well, we already talked.
Where this comes in or not?
Yeah, that's right. Well, I had something on, we can combine it, I guess, on that, my addition to the agenda. I just wanted to have us review the actual items that are acceptable and just comment on any that, just so that we're more as familiar as we can be, so that when, because we're on the environment committee, we can be talking to other people about it. Like, put your bins out on so that the wheels are facing your house.
So many.
So many people.
I was amazed today when we just did a little, show and tell. And they were actually getting out of the truck and moving them and tipping them
Oh,
in.
did they actually get out and do that?
They left others. That's the thing that blew my mind. Yeah.
Well, I was thinking,
No, I just, because today I was out and I got was behind the truck. And it looks like they still have to roll it to the back of the truck.
Yeah.
And then it picks it up, drops it.
Oh, I thought maybe it was a sidearm thing and
that's what I thought too.
yeah.
Oh, based on what I see today, that's the back of the truck.
Okay, so
That
wheels
sounds like-
facing your house,
Wheels facing your house.
They know that.
Longer than-
no?
It says right here on a say hello to your new bin, it says, put the wheels facing your house. This was in
There's
the one that was in your bin.
Yeah.
Not this one. No, that's the one that came in the mail.
Oh,
This is the one that was in the bottom of the bin.
yeah,
Half the people probably didn't even see.
Didn't even see it, no?
It was in the bottom.
in the garage, I'm gonna check.
Yeah, and it says right here,
but yeah.
put it with the wheels facing your house. So that when they lift it, the lid goes toward your house and then it dumps into the.
But they,
Wheels towards your house, so if they're dumping it.
Well, if you look at the bin, you'll see that when they dump, they hook onto that metal bar,
Yeah.
then it's going to tip it and the lid's going to fall back around and then it's going to dump it into the.
it just looked like a garbage truck to me.
It does, yes.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but they do have that arm or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just on the back. We had to roll it over.
Oh, is that right?
Put it on truck and then it.
Yeah, I always thought they would be on the side.
I saw one guy literally pick it up and dump it in. So, but then I saw others that were abandoned. They left them. They didn't pick them up. So
I put both styles out today. And so we'll see what happens when we get.
Yeah, yeah, let's see when we get back.
well, they left when we did our little tour. People had their other recycling and
They ignored them. They came by my place and we all had our regular ones out because we didn't have bins and they were still sitting there.
Yeah.
And then they dumped off the new bin. And I thought, well, take it. Like,
My neighbor had their bin out the wrong way. Plus they had a blue box. They used the smaller one on top of the bin.
Oh.
And I came by after and it was still sitting there. They didn't touch it.
I saw one that had a thing tucked into like it was a band. They didn't pick it up, but they had a leaflet stuck in it, so.
Oh, you mean like maybe one of these?
yeah, it's in it. It was on.
So I-
Well, that's they should highlight this wheels toward
Mine, I just.
put a little thing on, what the heck? AI is talking to me. I put a little thing on the Drayton Road Facebook page saying,
good for
just
you.
curious, how did everyone feel about this? And some are like, "Ah, they didn't pick it up," and others are like, it's a 10. Like, so
Yeah,
whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
We didn't put ours out because we don't even have one of the little ones full yet. We're not dragging it up the road for that.
it's a very awkward time to do this whole switcheroo thing, like the busiest garbage pickup of the year, right? After Christmas.
Say about the wheel.
You're looking at the wrong one.
Yeah.
Did I give you the wrong one?
You did.
It's this one right here.
Okay.
Nice thing about this one is they got the whole schedule all out.
Yeah.
Do they?
Away you go.
Take mine. What?
Yep.
I took a picture of it as well, just in case, but,
Wheels are.
can we pull that up, the circular, materials / to look out,
Okay.
just so we can look at it?
While you're doing that, it's just talking about waste diversion. I asked at Fresh Market yesterday,
You're very slow.
starting to take in the cans and the bottles.
Oh, right.
know?
Oh, God.
And they said it's January, and they said, oh, yes, but it's between 3 and 7 at night, like 3 o'clock. Well, hello, like that's what I'm worried. People are just gonna throw it in the garbage
I know.
or in
I
recycling.
already saw people at the dump before Christmas,
Throwing,
big bag of beer cans, just threw it in the dump. Yeah, it was,
that would be a good recycling.
I know, I know.
Get money for that one.
Yeah, I was, my children tell me to keep quiet, so I don't say that's stupid.
You listen to your children.
Sometimes. Okay, I wanted to, I mean, one thing I think we should celebrate is that this whole, circular economy finally is getting some legs and
Yeah.
that they're doing something about it, because it's been like 2 or 3 years, I don't know. Some of us who've been on the committee for a while can remember when it first came out. So I thought we could go to the section where it shows you the different items that can be reached.
Maybe resident recycling.
Yes,
Yeah, in Ontario.
yeah, and then go down. If you scroll down, is there,
In Ontario, maybe, yeah.
okay, but it should be, okay. Find your local recycling, you're supposed to put Sioux.
Repeat, ready, recycle. Okay.
If you go, where I found, okay, there you go. What you can recycle, keep going down. Okay, now hit the green and they'll show you what you can recycle. Well, start with the paper fiber. Okay,
I'm amazed they say you can leave the lids on, because if you're leaving the lids on, are people actually cleaning them out and then?
Right there, remove lids.
no, only for glass,
Oh, what's
only
it?
for glass.
People laminate containers. What, on the
Yeah,
left
like
hand
the
side,
coffee.
people laminate, so the cookie dough packet ice cream containers remove lids.
So that's what I wanted to look at, because back in the day when we were recycling through Drayton Disposal, they asked us to take the lids off because they couldn't compact them. You have a lot of pops going on.
So cartons keep lids on, but for containers, take them off.
Just,
But so okay, then remove the lids like for, yeah, I think the reason that is because those are paper laminate containers. So what a paper laminate container is a container that's paper on the outside, plastic on the inside.
Tetra Packs and like.
And a Tetra Pak is aluminum on the inside, plastic, and then paper.
So you can't throw in Tetra.
yeah, you can.
You can throw in Tetra, but they have to. So I think at the last meeting, I don't, maybe I wasn't, I can't remember if I mentioned it, that the laminate, paper laminates,
For the,
they have certain mills that do this called hydro processing or hydro pulping, it's called. So my guess is that they put these things in, maybe they chew them up first, put them in a vat of hot water or something, and then the plastic and the paper separate, and then they would screen it, and they would use the plastic for one thing, the paper for another. But the way back when, I don't know, I'd like to look at this further now, but way back when they were recycling Tetra Paks, there were only 2 actually facilities in Canada that did it. And so my thought was, the market for that is not gonna pay for shipping it, because one was in Vancouver and one was Montreal. So basically, I'm sure that just goes to landfill,
Yeah.
because if it costs you more to transport it than you're gonna get for it, there's no point.
I don't know what I did. It's messed up.
Anyway, so I'm glad you pointed that out, because I thought I didn't realize the lids for the paper laminates had to come off, but it makes sense.
I always kept mine on, right? Just
But-
be careful,
Yeah,
but
the other ones, the other plastics, the reason I used to take the lids off, the reason I took the lids off is because the lids are a number 5 And often the plastic, the actual container is a 1 or a 2 or a 3. So I thought, well, you're mixing two types of plastic if you leave the lids on.
Oh, yeah.
But I think they must have some way of,
Double.
huh?
So double.
They must have some way of removing the lids. I don't know, and separating them.
I just think that by leaving the lids on, is the container like, did they really wash it out, you know? So, I mean, I take my lids off, wash it out,
Yeah, me too.
and then put it all in the recycling. I can put my little lids in the maybe they don't want the little lids, but anyway,
Well,
they're,
they're saying to keep the lids on,
yeah.
which is, I mean, this is a whole learning thing, I think, for all of us.
Yeah.
I think that we're going to be, I'm curious about that too, Anne, is number one, they have two types of plastic and yet they want them to be put together. And the other one is what you mentioned is are you going to have a bunch of contaminated bottles and
Yeah.
everything else?
Because usually if it's, like with my dad friend working at the one in Blind River, they would just throw it out. If this rotten milk, they're just gonna throw it out, throw it out, throw it out. So,
Yeah.
like, they're gonna deal with, moldy milk cartons. They're just gonna throw it out, right? Because they're like, what? Throw it out, throw it out. Or if there's a whole bag and there's milk at the bottom, they'll just throw the whole bag out.
Where's that?
It's like the one in Blind River, Ontario.
Who's doing that?
I looked before this. This was like years ago. I guess it was like not the town, but the recycling people in Blind River.
Yeah. Oh,
So let's say they get a bag of recycling stuff
yeah.
and there's milk at the bottom. They just throw the entire bag because well now the whole thing's been contaminated, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So under flexible plastic, is that like a plastic bag? That picture, is that a?
that's why I wanted to look at that because there's some things in here that we didn't used to be able to recycle that we can now, and it's important to see that. So what I read was the flexible plastic is any wrapping that you get your bread bags, you get the cellophane that's covering any kind of fruit or whatever. Apparently, from what I read into that, it's all recyclable. And the other thing that we have to also notice is that you can recycle aluminum foil as long as you ball it up.
As long as you ball it up.
Yeah, because I think you've heard me say this before, is you can't do it because it disintegrates if you just put it in as a sheet. But if you ball it up, then apparently that they can melt it down again.
Yeah. Okay.
But a pie plate that's a.
Yes, you can do pie plates,
And
any
the meat trays, that's good.
and anything those lasagna, little things that people put lasagna in, any kind of a metal tray, aluminum metal tray can be recycled.
I know. Yeah, you could. Okay, I've been throwing it out my entire life.
Right.
I don't mind.
No, that's so have I. They just recently added that.
Oh, okay.
That's why I thought we should have this examination and various things. You'll also notice that when at the last meeting we had, and I think you pointed this out, they talked about toothpaste tubes
Yeah.
that they're not on anymore.
That makes
Okay,
sense.
because I heard a guy on the radio, one of these environmental experts, who said there's no market for toothpaste tubes. So what are they going to do with it?
Yeah.
So I'm assuming that's why it's not on there.
But it's also, we're not recording anymore, right?
I messed up everything.
It was all zoomed in. So
I'm just thinking, because it's the producer's responsibility now, right?
Yes.
So by saying toothpaste tubes, I'm the producer of toothpaste tubes, so therefore I have to say, yes, we'll accept them as recyclable, but they're gonna check them, right? So maybe they need to change the way they deliver toothpaste.
Well, the whole idea behind this is that it could lead to different packaging. Because
Yeah.
the manufacturers are responsible for taking the recycled materials and either